Hey kids! Hey, it's Shua here. Once again, it's time for another episode of the Bible and an atheist's point of view. I am just that certain atheist with my point of view, being mainly that this thing's a fucking right. I mean, you can't read it without giggling or going, what the fuck? Mainly reading it just so that, we know what's in it, but seriously, this thing is fucking hysterical. Seriously. Listen along, you'll see. Now, oh yeah. Okay. Where I left off is Joshua, chapter 2. Let's read. Verse 1. And Joshua, the son of Nun, who is also the father of a priest, sent 2 men secretly from Shittim. Shit, Tim! Shit! As spies saying, go view the land, especially Jericho. It's special. And they went and came into the house of a prostitute. They came in a house of a prostitute. What a shock! Whose name was Rahab? That's the name of the prostitute? Rahab? Okay. And lodged there. Verse 2. And it was told to the king of Jericho, behold, men of Israel have come here tonight to search out the land. Search it out. We got nothing better to do. It's busy. Verse 3. Then the king of Jericho sent to Rahab, saying, bring up the men who have come to you, who entered your house, for they have come to search out all the land. Alright, we're getting repetitive now. Verse 4, but the woman had taken the 2 men and hidden them, and she said, true, the men came to me, but I did not know where they were from. She's just a hooker, not a fortune teller. Verse 5, and when the gate was about to be closed at dark, the men went out. I do not know where the men went. Probably because they paid and just got the fuck out. Or the wives found out. Pursue them quickly, for you will overtake them. Verse 6, but she had brought them up to the roof and hid them with the stalks of flax. Stocks, flax, and beeswax that she had lain in order on the roof. Verse 7, so the men pursued after them on the way to the Jordan as far as the fords. The Fords? What about the Chevys? Maybe the Dodges too? There's gotta be at least one Toyota. And the gate was shut as soon as the pursuers had gone out. Verse 8, before men lay down, she came up to them on the roof. She did it on the roof. Verse 9, and said to the men, I know that the Lord has given you the land, and that the fear of you has fallen upon us, and that all the inhabitants of the land melt away before you, like butter, like ice cream in July. Verse 10, for we have heard now the Lord dried up the water of the Red Sea before you when he came out of Egypt. And what you did to the 2 kings of the Amorites who were beyond the Jordan, to Sihon and Og, whom you destroyed, whom you devoted to destruction. Remember that, devoted to destruction. That's a great death metal band name, yes. Or maybe some kind of Guns N' Roses revival something. Verse 11, and as soon as we heard it, our hearts melted like butter. And there was no spirit left in any man because of you. For the Lord your God, he is God in heaven above and on earth beneath. What? Wait a minute. He is God in the heavens above and on the earth beneath. Kind of saying like maybe he's the God and the devil is the same person, huh? Verse 12. Now then, please swear to me by the Lord that I have dealt kindly with you. I didn't kill all of you. You also will deal kindly with my father's house and give me a sure sign. How's that for a sure sign, huh? Verse 13, that you will save alive my father, my mother, and my brothers and sisters, and all who belong to them, and deliver our lives from death. Verse 14, and the men said to her, our life for yours, even to death, if you do not tell this business of ours. Then when the Lord gives us the land, he will deal kindly and faithfully with you. You mean you won't torture him first? You just kill everybody this time? Some of them won't be saved for, virgins to rape and molest? No? Verse 15, then she let them down by a rope through a window, for her house was built into a city wall. Okay? So that she lived in the wall. She lived in a hole in the wall. Verse 16, and she said to them, go into the hills or the pursuers will encounter you, and hide there 3 days until the pursuers have returned. Then afterward, you may go your way. Oh, alrighty then. Verse 17, then the men said to her, we will be guiltless with respect to this oath of yours that you have made us swear. Guiltless. Verse 18, behold, when we come into the land, you shall tie the scarlet cord in the window through which you let us down. A lot of instructions. And you shall gather into your house, and your father and your mother, your brothers, and all your father's house, and your mother's roommate, and your father's former ex-roommate. And verse 19, then if anyone goes out of the doors of your house into the street, his blood shall be on his own head. And we shall be guiltless. Well, I'm guiltless. But if a hand is laid on anyone who is with you in the house, his blood shall be on your head. Okay. Verse 20, but if you tell his business of ours, then we shall be guiltless. Guiltless. And respect to your oath that you have made us swear. Verse 21, and she said, according to your word, so be it. So be it. Then she sent them away, and they departed. And she tied the scarlet cord in the window. Verse 22, they departed and went into the hills that remained there 3 days until the pursuers returned. And the pursuers searched all along the way and found nothing. What the fuck were they looking for? Oh, come on, I'm sure you could have found a rock or something. Shit. Dandelion. Verse 23, then the two men returned. They came down from the hills and passed over, and came to Joshua, the son of Nun, the father of a priest. And they told him all that had happened to them. Verse 24, and they said to Joshua, truly the Lord has given all the land into our hands, and also all the inhabitants of this land that melt away because of us, like butter! Well, kids, once again, this is Shubha, and this has been the Bible and an atheist point of view.